Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jimmy. I'm with Tropicana Golf. Today's headline is how hard to swing a golf club. Before I get into it, I want to preface it with a little story. This past weekend, we went to Rams Hill in Borrego Springs for the Tropicana Champions finale. The winners of the August, September, and October tournaments play in a finale at the end of the year to see who will be crowned the Fall Series champion. 10 of us went out there to this beautiful oasis of golf in the middle of the California desert. It's great. It's a marvelous golf course, perfectly maintained, beautiful. There's not much else you can say. I was super excited to get out there and play and see if I could play better than I had in the previous years when we play it. Well, long story short, I played terrible. I was upset. I wanted to play well. I wanted to do well. I wanted to shoot a good score. I had a great time and the people were great, but I didn't play well and it's frustrating. We went back to the Airbnb. I changed, took a shower. We had to go back to the course to film for Manolo in the twilight hours of the day. And when we got back to the course, we played a couple holes and everything changed. I got back to my game, playing the way that I normally play. And I couldn't figure out what had changed until I did. And I'm going to share that with you. The thing that changed everything and made me play good golf over and over and over again. I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. Okay, so what was it? What made me play so much better the second round than I did during my real round? Well, let me tell you. As I said earlier, I went home, relaxed, took a shower, took my golf shoes off, just hung out. When it was time to go back to the course, I didn't bother to put my golf shoes back on. I had checked out for the day and I said, whatever, I'm just going to play and see what happens. Well, believe it or not, that's what changed. And I'm not telling you that golf shoes are going to hurt your game, but let me tell you the mentality that I had when I had my regular Reebok shoes with no golf cleat, let's call it. When it was time to hit the ball, I knew that if I swung too hard, I was going to slip and fall. And I did the first couple swings. And then I realized I need to be stable. I can't get too into it. And that's what I was doing earlier. I was firing as hard as I could for shots that I didn't need to. I needed to trust the club and hit the ball and let the club do the work, not me. So when I went back for the second part of the day, I knew that I couldn't do it. So I'm going to continue that. And I'm going to play a couple holes here live with the mindset that I have regular shoes on. Now, Jimmy, why don't you just play in regular shoes? Well, I'll tell you why. Golf shoes are designed so that you can grip and have stabilization. So they are important and they are beneficial to your game. But if you're in the mindset that if you do too much and you're going to slip out and fall over, lose your balance, then you calm everything down. And that's really, 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 really what helped me. So let's get in that mindset. It's a casual encounter here. I'm just out here in regular shoes, which I'm not. I have golf shoes on, but in my mind, that's what I am. So we're going to play a par 3. We're going to start it, and then we're going to play a par 4. Let's get up there. This is a 170-yard par 4. Tee boxes are still under construction here, but who cares? We're just a little bit forward. The next hole is actually back, so it's good. So I'm going to tee the ball up, and I'm going to mentally get into a state where I can't overswing. And that's what I was doing. I was hitting the ball too hard. I was trying to do too much. And in turn, was hooking the ball, slicing the ball. I was turning, and then look at this club head, wide open. Ball would go right. I had no finish. It was all out of sorts. But when I slowed it down and I stabilized my lower body and not getting too aggressive, it worked out. So let's try it. I have a 7-iron in my hand. Things are going to be short today. I'm not going to swing hard. So let's see what happens. 7-iron, 170 yards. I would normally hit a 6-iron here. It's uphill, but for the sake of this and the mental part of this, I'm just going to take it back and swing as if I had not golf shoes on. Any other kind of shoe. Here we go. I'm balanced, I'm straight. It's not going as far, but it's over the bunker and it was well hit. So let's go see what happened. I felt like that shot was a shot that I didn't hit at all during my round. I was so inconsistent, and it happens. And it's happened to me before, and I never really thought of it. Luckily, I went back without my golf shoes. I was just so cashed out, I guess you could say. I was upset, and I don't normally get upset for golf because who cares? We're playing a great course. All the guys were there. It was fun. But I was frustrated that I wasn't doing things that I could normally do. So I just said, I'm not going to put my golf shoes on. And it was the greatest mistake I ever made. So here we go. Here's a look at the green. Obviously, we teed off from back there. And it's on the green. Ball's there. You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. It's right there. Okay, so guess what? I hit a 7-iron. I'm well short, obviously. This is a 6-iron hole because I'm one club short. But I'm on the green, and it was completely straight with no action on it. The straight shot, which is ultimately my goal. I like playing a fade if it's going to move at all, but I was drawing and hooking the ball the other day, and it was just absolutely mind-numbing. I could not figure it out, and I never figured it out. I played the whole round and just didn't get it done. Just couldn't do it. Couldn't play the way I normally play. We're going to set the camera back here. This is a long putt. Okay? Very, very long putt. I have no intention of making this, but I do this often. I get into a mindset that there's a jacuzzi full of people drinking Miller High Life. And all I want to do is put that ball into this giant jacuzzi. There's my ride. I want to put it right in here. So I mentally draw a big jacuzzi right here. And then I just hit the ball in the jacuzzi. It's a lot easier than trying to make the putt. Now, do you want to make the putt? I mean, obviously everybody wants to make the putt, but this is a par 3. And if I can get it close, I'll be happy. So first I establish which way the ball is going to go. I know everything's going to go that way because there's a big hill over here and I can just see it, that it's going to go that way. So I just aim a little right and I pretend that I have a ball in my hand and I'm throwing it into that jacuzzi. I'm not even looking at the hole. I have this mental jacuzzi in my hand. So how hard would I have to throw the ball to get it in the jacuzzi? Well, I'd have to do something like that because it is uphill. It is going to break. I'm just going to throw it. Then I put 2 hands on the club and I do it again. Just throw it and get it into the jacuzzi. Looks like we're drinking Miller High Life, folks. That's in the jacuzzi. That's a 2-foot putt for par. Easy. At no point did I try to make that. I'm happy with a par. I hit a short putt. What are you going to do? Now, I have a 3-foot putt. I'm going to leave this in. My 3-foot putt mentality is head down, follow the ball into the hole with the putter head. Follow it just like this. And you can even exaggerate it if you want, as long as your head doesn't move. See how the putter goes left of the flag? If I just go here, it stays pointed at the pin. That will keep the ball rolling end over end and keep it straight. Par. Very easy. Well done. No big deal. These are things that I was not able to do during my round at Ramshill. Couldn't do it. I was trying to make that putt. I was hitting it super hard off the tee, left, right, putting myself in terrible positions. I mean, not out of bounds, just not places that I normally hit the ball. Why? I truly believe that I was just being overly aggressive. Once I put my Reeboks on, I realized I can't be too aggressive or I'm going to slip and fall, and that's going to be disgusting. And it's probably going to hurt. So let's try one more, see if it works. I mean, obviously it's already worked because I hit a great shot. Here's a par 4. We're in the shadows. We're on the back of the tee box. The green is way down there. I'm going to hit an iron off the tee just for the sake of not overswinging. I'm probably going to take, let's hit a 5 iron. Why not? Just smooth something out there. See if I can score with an iron. Probably possible. I'm just focused on hitting good shots right now. Hitting shots that are not moving, that are not going 100 miles left or slicing right, which was kind of what I was doing the other day. And it was just all this. I was getting through the ball so hard because I wanted to hit the ball hard and I wanted to hit great shots, and I ended up not being in sync with my body. So let's go through it again. I have non-golf shoes on. It's muddy. I'm gonna slip, but not really. I just mentally think that so that I can swing easy and get to a nice, good finish. Ball goes a little bit right. It's a fade, and we are, okay, just up along the right side. No big deal. Not the greatest shot of all time, but definitely not the worst. We have plenty of room that we can negotiate here, and we're good. So let's see what we got. Here's the hole. You can see it. It's about 370 yards downhill, something along those lines. You can see that there's trouble left and trouble right. I'm trying to go slow here so you can see the lay of the land, per se. You see that if you hit it left over here, we're in deep issues. So let's keep it. You can see the pin up there. Let me zoom in. Right there. Oh, right there. Okay. So I have these 2 trees. Here's my ball right there. And I need to somehow get it from there to the front of the green. Okay. Well, I know that there's the 150 marker there. I'm 170 downhill. Let's hit an 8 iron. Let's hit an 8 iron to the front of the green. I see these palm trees there. That's not great because that's the trajectory that I need to hit it on. So what are we going to do? We're going to hit a little bit lower. Okay. So I'm changing my mind, actually. I'm going to hit a 7 iron because I need to be able to, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to hit a 6 iron. I need to keep it low. And if I'm going to keep it low, I need to hit a lower trajectory club. 7 iron is going to go too high, and 8 iron would go way too high. So I'm going to punch one right about here and just let it kind of get down there. If it gets on the green, great. If it doesn't, I'm going to chip up. So I take the same approach. I know I have more than enough club. So I know I don't need to swing very hard. I'm just going to punch it. See what happens. Play it back in my stance, turn back, wave to the camera, turn through, compress the ball. Love it. Hope you can see that one. That was all 6 iron. I think most of you can relate to hitting a 6 iron from 170 yards. I'm on the front of the green. I kept it low, avoided the palm trees. I got a putter in my hand now. Can I make a par? Probably. Hopefully, I mean, I should, but I didn't do anything crazy. That's a shot that on Monday or whenever we played, no chance I would have hit that. I would have hit an 8-iron because that was my first initial thought was hit an 8-iron. I'm still in that mindset. I would have hit an 8-iron, I would have swung as hard as I could, and I would have been dead. There's my ball up there. So it's good. Now all I need to do is tap one up there and tap in 4, 4, par, everybody's favorite score. Not trying to make this, I want to hit it. As you can see, everything slopes off that hill and comes down here. I'm going to give you a better angle from up here so you can see exactly what's going on. You can see that this is uphill and this is downhill. So I want to end up right around here. Okay, so I pick a spot. I'm not putting on the green. I'm putting from fairway grass. So I need to give it a little bit extra, but not too much. And I want to hit it just right around here. About here, it starts doing this. And if it ends right here, I've done my job. To me, what makes me feel better in these situations is get my hands closer to the club head so I can control it a little bit. I just want to get it up this little hill and let it roll down. I'm not trying to make it, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm letting the hill and the grass do the work for me. It needs to do something like this. Just punch it. Almost a little punch shot. Just get it up and rolling and let it travel. Here we go. It's just short. I didn't do well. I didn't at all do what I was supposed to do. It happens. It's golf. I wanted to make 4. I still have a chance at 4. But if I make 5, hey, I made 5. I'm okay. I didn't hit a great tee shot. I hit an iron off the tee. And bogeys are okay. I have the same putt. I know it's going to go this way. I still want to make sure that I have an easy tap in if I don't make this. I'm going to aim right through here, give it a shot. If it goes in, awesome, I make par. If not, it's a bogey and I move on. Let's try it. Boom, boom. Keep my head down. Let the hill do the work for me. Just missed. I have a tap in here, no problem. I made bogey. Bogeys happen. Bogeys happen. Let's go play another hole. Let's finish with another par 3 so you can see the ease of the swing. That wasn't my greatest performance, but golf happens. And I need to know that, or you need to know also that it's the way it goes. Like I said the other day, I played absolutely terrible. It was the worst round of golf I've played in a year and a half. Couldn't hit the ball. Definitely couldn't have done that. I would have 3-putted that easily. I was trying to make everything, and it bit me. It bit me hard. So today's mindset is easy. Easy. Don't get emotional with it. Don't try to hit hero shots. I was literally trying to hit hero shots from like 240 yards out. And I'm not a hero. Wasn't getting it done. Let's do one more. This is a little par 3. It's about 100 and, what do we got? 160 yards downhill. It's downhill, I know that. Let's hit an 8-iron. Normally I'd hit a 9-iron or maybe even a strong pitching wedge. At Rams, I would have hit a strong pitching wedge and tried to fly it all the way there, and it probably would have gone left. So I'm going to hit a little punch 8-iron to hopefully the front of the green. Let's line this up here. This is still all under construction, but they look great. We should have these ready to go by Monday. So here we go. Let's get into that mindset again. I have an 8-iron in my hand, which is way too much club. Way too much. So I know that I can smooth it, get it on there somewhere. Just like the 6-iron I hit back there was way too much club. But I knew that I could just swing easy, keep my feet underneath me, and get to a nice full finish. That was the swing I'm going to do. Turn back, right hand waves to the camera, little lateral press, and turn through. Do it at 60% because I have too much club. Let's see what happens. The straight ball. Is it short of the green? I swung super easy. Yeah, it's just short. No big deal. Let's see if I can make a par from there. The whole point of my video today is for my own reassurance, honestly. I know you're watching it and you're hopefully getting something from it, but I needed to know that I can talk myself through playing golf in an environment with a swing, with a mentality that is not super aggressive. I was super aggressive the other day and it bit me. I had no respect for the elements. That is not an easy golf course. I was trying to force shots and force putts, and it was unnecessary. So I'm back to playing the golf that I feel comfortable with. More club, less swing, easy. It's cocktail hour. And I was in frat party mode. There's my ball. It was short, even with an 8-iron, because I just tapped it. Let's go see the rest of the green here. You can see that it's a pretty big green, and I'm pretty far away, which is never a great thing. There's the tee box. But let's get back to what we were doing on the first hole. We have an uphill putt. We got to figure out which way is it going to break. That's uphill, and that's downhill. So in my mind, no matter what this looks like, gravity is going to send it down that way. I can stand in the middle of the line and I feel it on my heels and this way. So that means the ball's going to go that way, and this is kind of an uphill putt. It's not major because I'm not rocking all over the place. So let's draw that jacuzzi in my mind. Picture it up there. Fix my pitch mark here. And hit one in the jacuzzi, man. Take the ball, throw it into the jacuzzi. Throw it in the jacuzzi. Throw it in the jacuzzi. At Rams Hill, I was trying to make this putt, and there was no jacuzzi. So here we go. Here's the jacuzzi. Get in the jacuzzi, baby. Oh man, that almost went in. But look at the demeanor. It's cool. It's calm. It's a tap in 3. Ladies and gentlemen, on your next round, I want you to get into that mindset. I want you to remember you don't have golf shoes on. As weird as that seems, you don't have golf shoes on. You're out here playing, and if you swing too hard, you're going to fall flat on your face. It's working for me. I think it'll work for you. Keep it under control. That's the main thing. No matter what, if it's shoes or a shirt or a hat, whatever it is, keep yourself under control. Get to a nice finish, take an extra club, smooth the swing, and I promise you, it will repay you over and over and over again. I will see you next time, and I hope this helps you. Bye-bye.